bit stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that these real times to be strong.
Waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 you know I've been waiting. Wait for me.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy, Master Chief Destroyer. Sorry I haven't recorded in a while. I've been pretty busy with, real life and stuff. But I'm back, so, I'm doing another r/entitled Parents reaction. And this is called Entitled Parent Wants Me to Give Up My State Championship. This was about 16 hours ago. Good afternoon. I was looking back at my Snapchat memories today and I remembered this incident. Me is myself, DA is disabled athlete, and EP is entitled parent. CO is DA's coach. I'm not sure. Backstory. I'm currently a Division II swimmer in a college in Minnesota. I have a strong passion for my sport, and it is one of the most fulfilling things I do because of the feeling you get when you know your hard work has paid off. My sophomore year of high school, I was a decent swimmer. I came in 9th in a state in the 500 freestyle that year, and I was really optimistic. Going into my junior year, as 4 of the students above me were graduating. And a couple of them did not have a very good work ethics. I can't even say that. Work ethics. There we go. My goal was to go from 9th my sophomore year to winning the state championship my junior year. Hang on, guys. I gotta go do something. Sorry about that, guys. Now, where was I? Oh, before the year, when I had this goal, I told my coach and teammates, they all scoffed at me, saying, what about this person and that person, and so on. This season, I did 2 practices a day, Monday through Friday, and 1 practice a day, Saturday and Sunday. As a total, I was spending about 24 hours a week practicing, while others usually never did more than 10 hours. I had an ex-teammate, DA, who is also a very hard worker, but has disabilities that hold him back, athletically. He has a missing foot, is deaf, and has some condition that limits his muscle growth that I'm not familiar with. However, this kid wasn't far behind me, got 12th the previous year, and has a very inspiring story that makes me respect him a lot. He is not entitled by any stretch of the imagination. Fast forward to the state championship meet. Going into the meet, it appeared that my hard work was going to pay off as I entered the meet as number 1 in the state by about 10 seconds. Which is a very large amount by 2/3 of the pool length behind. And in the preliminary round, I coasted to a 2nd place finish, top 8, make finals, and to my surprise, DA got 7th. So I walked over to give him a hug because it was really cool to see him in the finals. The next day was finals day, which I was nervous for and was having a lot of heartburn that morning because of those nerves. However, once it came time to race, it was my day. 100 yards in, I was in 2nd place, and another athlete was well ahead of me, but by the 300, I turned the race around and had a decisive lead. Once I finished at the wall, seeing the number 1 by my name and the fact that I had dropped 12 seconds in one race was one of the coolest moments of my life. Just to be outmatched a few minutes later by being able to hold up my trophy on top of the podium. DA also got 6th, and it was a really cool moment for him too. A few minutes later, I was going up to the viewing area to see my family, who drove 3 hours to come watch the meet, while I was stopped by a lady in her late 30s, early 40s. Hey, were you that guy who just won the 500? Yes, ma'am. Congratulations. I bet it means a lot to you. Thank you so much. It really does. I didn't think of it as I was probably stopped 12 more times by the female athletes who I swim with in the summer and other parents that knew me from summer swimming, and I planned to spend 5 minutes in the stands, but 5 turned into 10. 10 turned into 20, and I needed to get back to my own team. This is when I'm stopped by EP again. Do you know whose parent I am? This startled me, as it was a very aggressive tone. No, why? Well, I'm DA's mother, and I do not like how you walked away from me while I was trying to talk to you earlier. Well, I apologize. I only have so much time up here, and I had specific people I wanted to see. Well, it is very rude and disrespectful, even though I was in good tone and said thank you and all that jazz. And by the way, my son deserves that trophy in your hand more than you do. He probably works harder than you do, and the only reason he didn't win is because of his disabilities. I stood in silence as I was shocked for what she had to say. I think my disabled athlete deserves that trophy you have. That competition is unfair. She started to raise her voice. I won the event. I'm not going to give up my trophy because you think he deserves it more than me. Well, is athletics about rewarding hard work and sportsmanship? With the way you treated me earlier, I don't think you have any of those. I was so taken aback by what she said because I did not think that at all. And later that day, I even won the Sportsman of the Year award voted on by the coaches. I just stood back in silence, not knowing what to do. EP reaches out her arms in expectation that I give her the trophy. There is no way I'm giving you this trophy. She tries to grab it and I cling on to it, and the trophy broke in half. I was so unbelievably upset in a way that I couldn't vocalize. Luckily, DA's coach, who knows me well and I talk to him all the time, even though he coaches another school, is walking and sees my half trophy in her hand and my hand. He walks over. Is there a problem here, EP's name? No, there isn't. He just dropped his trophy and broke, and I'm trying to help him. I sat there in disbelief as to what was happening. The decision. Thank you so much for your help, Miss EP's name. I walk away and signal CEO to come with me. I explained to him the whole situation without her there. Luckily, he suggested to the Athletics Association that they engrave a new trophy for me. Luckily, they did. I really want to know the look of EP's face when I won the Sportsman of the Year award. Now DA swims with me on a summer team, and he is really good friend. He's a really good friend of mine, and I don't think he knows about the situation. Luckily, he's truly an inspiring guy who always finds a way to give me motivation. Man. That's so stupid, honestly. Okay, what other one should I read? Oh, this ought to be good. My first post, plus I'm on mobile, so excuse spelling mistakes. Please, TLDR at the bottom. I don't even know what that means. Guys, whoever reads this, let me know what that means down in the comments. But this one is titled, EK Bites My Arm and Lies at Court. I know people hate backstory, so I'll make this quick. There's this kid who was my friend at one point. He has the lowest form of autism, but he was a functioning person. Granted, he got mad at people for no reason, but it wasn't that bad. Eventually, he started making fun of me, calling me by my middle name, which I don't like, tripping me and making fun of my cousin, who has a scar all across her face, but I managed. The cast, me/OP, take a wild guess. Entitled Kid is EK, EM is entitled Mom, CD is Chill Dad, surprisingly, only person in that family remotely sane. Double M is my mom, GT is gym teacher, DP is... Wow. J is judge, SI is superintendent, Caroline, my still best friend forever, PO is police officer. Towards the 7th grade, going into 8th, we had gym together, and towards the end of the year, the teachers decided to hold a mini baseball tournament just for our class. I unfortunately was picked to be on the team with the EK on my team. We were up to bat first, and we all lined up. We didn't have a specific line in order, so we all just ran up to bat. I was 4th, C was 3rd. This will be important soon. Apparently, EK wanted to be in front of me, and only me, so he squeezed in front of me. So dumb, 13-year-old me walked in front of C and then C in front of me, so EK did the only logical thing and bite my arm. The conversation went as follows. Ow, WTF! Then EK then went in front of me crying and screaming, ha! C came to see what happened. Are you okay, OP? Oh, she's just being a whiny... Wow! OP is just crying like a baby. C is, no, look at this, punched the bike mark with my arm. Oh, she just did that to herself. That doesn't look like she did it. Me, no, EK did it. Liar! EK, principal's office, now. C, bring OP to the nurse's office. I go to the nurse's office and she takes pictures of my arm as well as give me an ice pack while C was trying to calm me down. EK comes out of DP's office with a crap-eating grin on his face. I walk in immediately and he looks at me like I robbed it from an orphanage. Sit down now. Okay, so why are you trying to frame EK? Forgot to mention that this wasn't our regular principal from grades 1 through 6. He was the same principal, but that year he was really sick, so we got a high school vice principal so didn't know our history. You can probably check the cameras or you can ask the people in class. Heck, look at my arm. No need, you get detention for the rest of the week. What? Don't raise your voice at me, miss. We spent about half an hour arguing. I was trying to be reasonable and say call 2 people from that class, but nope, the school was about to end and he told me to go get my stuff and wait in the office until school ends. I left school crying. I called my mom when I got home. She was livid. She told me to take a picture of my arm. I sent it to her and she texted and called her police friend. He said we should go down to the police department and file a report, which we did, obviously. The detective said we could file a report, but the school would need to produce the pictures to make a report, but they didn't. DP said it was school property. So my mom did the only reasonable thing. She called his boss. My mom and the superintendent had a long, reasonable conversation. Superintendent was furious at the DP that she threatened to fire him if he didn't give us the pictures. Now, 2 hours later, he did send my mom the pictures as emailed her a picture of a written apology. We went to the detective after that. He said that we should go to court to actually make it an impact. At first, I was nervous because I thought it was going to be like Law and Order, but I was wrong. It was just a family court, no jury, no lawyers, just us, the EM family, the judge, and the bailiff. The judge asked both me and EK our sides of the story. I said the truth word for word, but EK, however, OP had me in yes, he actually started a chokehold, so of course there would be teeth impressions. Yeah, he said that I had him in a chokehold and I have trouble lifting a full bag of dog food and he's like half a foot taller than me. The bailiff gave the judge the pictures and immediately knew EK was full of crap. Jay, and I quote, hand to God, at no point ever are you allowed to sink your teeth into another person's flesh. I tried to hold in laughter as we left. After that, when we went to the Waffle House, you thought it was over? Ha, nope, guess who showed up at the Waffle House? EM, EK, and Chilled Dad. Ian grabbed my shoulder and turned me around to face her. So what's going to happen? You're going to go back to that judge and tell him you lied? Yeah. Wow. Chilled Dad is definitely trying to call him down the EM till the point where a cop came inside. FTM, I have no idea what that is. The Waffle House is right next to the courthouse. So there were cops all around the place. Man, please get your hands off the kid. No, she lied to the judge, and now my poor baby is going to jail. He only said to keep a distance away from me and is going to tell the school to never put us in the same class. Either way, there's nothing you can do about it by dragging her to the judge. Now please let go or I'll have to arrest you for assault. EM, let's go now. Fine. EM and EK go back into their car. I am terribly sorry for their actions, OP. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm more sorry for you. Yeah, I kind of knew EK was full of crap, but I can't really ground him or I'll get an earful from EM, but rest assured, if EK does anything stupid, let me know. My mom will do, thank you. He left and we went back home after breakfast. The next school year, EK was nowhere to be found. Apparently, EM didn't want EK in the same school with a lying... Wow. So I never have to see him again. Jeez. Happy Blue username. That's funny. Okay. I want to do a few more here. Entitled Piece of Crap Tries to Steal My Dog. Huh? I'm on mobile. Sorry for spelling TL.dr at the end. Cast is entitled Mother is EM. EK is entitled Kid. Me, Lord, what? I don't even know how to pronounce that. So, a small bit of backstory. My dog was found in a garbage bin when she was a small puppy. She had been rehomed twice, I think. She's very nervous. And anyways, onto the story. So, me being the good owner of a puppy, decided to take her on a walk. So, we walk our normal route. I think someone in my village, I live in a small village, everything about 1 kilometer apart, mostly having a party as there is people I do not know around the village center. My first interaction with some of the party goers went like this: EM, EK, and me. EK, doggy, me. Hi there, my dog is very nervous around people, so please don't be too excited around her. She could snap. The kid pets my dog and all is good. A few minutes later, I see them again. Hey, my son really likes your dog. How much for it? She said this really fast as if it was a drug deal or some crap. Are you slow? No, I'm just startled by how you asked me how much for my dog. Are you selling the mud or what? Hell no! EM.exe has been activated. Why the F not? Because she is my dog. My son deserves him. I don't give one. You're probably... Oh, wow. You are stupid. Probably the R word. My son is smart and needs a reward. In my head. Alright, this lady just called me the R word? Steam starts coming on my ears loud. How dare you call me the R word? I'll have you know I am top of nearly all my classes, and my dog can be nervous and snap. That dog bites, have it put it down. I said she could snap or growl. Do not bite, dummy. Don't disrespect your elders. I don't respect them if they have more IQ than a kid making their confirmation. How dare you? I'm taking your dog as compensation for you being so rude. This sent me over the edge. Alright, you effer. Take your CACs elsewhere. It's not wanted here. Now go F off back to your sugar daddy and leave me alone. At this time, her son was trying to take my dog out of her collar. My dog probably would have bit him if he wasn't in my arms. That's kind of all that happened. EM went back to her party and I finished walking my dog. So EM come out an hour later, hammered with my buddy. She was screaming at a lamppost. Side note, I know when I said I'll have you know I'm top of my classes, I might have sounded a bit entitled or spoiled. I really get defensive if someone calls me a dumb or the R word, etc. I'm probably just a narcissist. Also, this might be important, CAC is crap in Irish. This part is not relevant to the story. I think if... Can I finish recording first? Jeez. I think if you read this and have a lot of EP stories, then you should read this. It seems like all the stories here are from mobile. I believe now there should be a note. If you are PC writing, telling your stories about EPs, catch my drift. EM tries to buy dog, gets son to try and steal it while she is insulting me. Insults her, she goes away, no big happy ending, feels bad, man. I want to see this. Oh, cute! Cute! Oh my god! Entitled mom tries to get me arrested for drinking water. What? I'm sorry, what? Okay, so basically the weather is really nice today, so I decided to go on a walk in the park close to my apartment and bring a book to read. Now, this particular park is really popular with families because they have some goats for children to feed and offer kids to ride on ponies. I'm not usually bothered by that at all because most of the time I got to read in a secluded spot by a pond. Today, however, I wasn't alone. A mother, EM, and her daughter, maybe 5 or so. We'll just say her name is Diana. I don't know. We were at the pond too. I sit down and start reading my book while occasionally drinking some water out of a glass bottle and eating some candy. After a while, I feel someone staring at me and I notice it's Diana. This happens to me a lot since I often dye my hair unnatural colors. At the moment, one half is bright pink. I smile at Diana and wave, and she comes over to talk to me. She tells me about the animal she saw today, and I patiently listen to her, even though I would prefer just to continue reading my book. EM is on the phone during all this, and Dee finally asks me for a piece of candy. I ask her if her mom usually allows her to have candy. She nods her head yes, and I give her a Mentos. Note, I usually don't go around offering strange children candy, but I'm an 18-year-old girl, and she specifically asked me to have some. So I thought it would be fine. Diana goes to her mom and shows her that piece of candy, which prompts EM to end her phone conversation and taking the candy from her child. She turns to me looking kind of mad. I assume she was mad because I gave her child a candy without asking her first. Me is M. Hey there, I gave your daughter a Mentos. I hope that's fine, but I didn't want to bother you. Diana wants to have her candy back and starts crying. Why did you think you could give my little angel that? Sorry, she said she was usually allowed to have some. EM's now furious. Why would I allow my child to take drugs? Super confused. Ma'am, it was candy. Don't they think I don't know what drugs look like? You punks come to our parks and do drugs and think that's okay? Ma'am, I can assure you that I do not do drugs and at all, and if I was, I can assure you that I wouldn't be giving it out for free. Yeah, I saw you drinking alcohol earlier, you liar. Pointing to my water bottle. This is water. Don't you talk back to me in that tone. I'll call the police and get you arrested for drinking and giving my kid drugs. Just a note, it's actually allowed to drink in public in my country. Now listen to me. I told you I was eating candy and drinking water. I didn't do anything wrong. Do you think I'm stupid? After that, I just quickly packed my bag and left because I didn't feel like dealing with the police. I think EM probably wasn't serious about getting me arrested. Anyway, she didn't stop me when I left. But it was such a weird situation that I thought I'd post it on here. I'm back home now, sitting on my balcony and typing this out. Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna read this one. EP tries to steal my RC car. So this happened yesterday and I just got an RC rock crawler from Kmart. Yes, Kmart, it was $29 cheap, but it still cost me money. Another thing is that I have an autism and ADHD. I have a noise sensitivity like really bad to the point I have to wear earmuffs in public and at school, but back to the story. The cast, entitled Walrus, Mom. Okay, I'm not even going to say that word. Entitled Kid. MM is my mom. EKF is Entitled Kid's Friends. Not very entitled, really kind. There were 7 of them. Me, a effing acoustic laser gun narwhal. What the hell? Skateboarder friend. A really cool guy, I must say. Policeman, my friend's dad. So where I live, there's a park. It's got a lake and a skate park and a playground. I was driving around the park, up the ramps, on the skate park, through the sand, and in the playground. Really well, and I might add, it looked awesome. And there was a birthday party going on. The kids EK and EKF screaming and yelling loud enough to hear through my earmuffs. Here's where the interaction begins. That's so cool, I love it. Oh, thanks, I got it from Kmart. It's pretty fun. Can I have it? Thinking he's joking. No, sorry, it's mine and I just got it. But I want it! I was getting sick of this kid and my ears were hurting, so I picked it up and walked over to the skate park and drove through a tunnel. Couldn't see the other end when it was picked up. I walked around and met the woman who would block out the sun. EM. Excuse me, what are you doing? That's mine. What? No, this is my son's. You got it for his birthday, didn't you? What? No, I don't know who you are. Who you or your son is. Give me my car back. How dare you? You are so rude. Compensation, give me this car. Starts to reach for the controller with her sausage fingers. Mom, are you getting me his car? I want it. Fed up with the situation, I grabbed my car back and start to walk off. This is mine, not yours. Leave me alone. Give my son's toy back, you thief. I will call the police. Where are your parents? My mom is the IGA and call the cops. People have seen what has happened. Someone help. He stole my son's car. Police, police. Oh my God. My mate, skateboarder friend, was here with his dad and their German Shepherd. Philo? I don't know. I probably butchered that. I don't know. Skateboarder friend. Hey, Donald, what's going on? What's she on about? Oh, hey, SB, she's saying that I stole her son's car. Can you call your dad for me, please? Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, Dad, come over here. Oh, hey, Donald, what's the problem? Hey, Pete, she's trying to say that her car is mine. Can you help me out? Oh, yeah, sure, 2 a.m. I'm a police officer, ma'am. What seems to be the problem? Oh, thank God, this little S stole my son's car. Arrest him. Ma'am, he's my son's friend, and we bought that car with him. P.S. I'm just patting Philo and listening. No, it's mine. He stole it, and I demand you arrest him. She wants to proceed to punch me in my stomach and grabs the car and starts to run away, but doesn't get far as Philo tackles her. My mom comes back from the IGA to pick me up and sees the mess of what happened, and I'm bent over in pain. Oh my God, what happened? She punched me and tried to take my car. So she did. I'll talk to her. I didn't know what happened next, but in the end, EM got put into a police car and EK tried to fight me, but I just pushed him onto his butt. His dad was called and he was taken home. EM was charged with attempted theft, assault on a minor, and destruction of private property. She broke the car with her mass. Wow. And was forced to pay a $1,000 fine and was also forced to pay for a new car. Wall was tried to lie to an officer about me stealing their car, was arrested and forced to pay for a new car and $1,000. Man, that's stupid. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go grab something. And I'm back. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this little r/entitled parents reaction. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell next to my subscribe button so that way you never miss a video. That way you'll become part of #DestroyerNation and Notification Squad. And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on rocking Destroyer Nation. Deuces.
Got your feet both fly. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it,
Bye!